Creating individual supplies in each location is not always the best idea. For instance, you may decide you need to start using Tyvek suits, and there are 3 different varieties with 5 sizes each. If you had 10 trucks and a shop, you would need to create 15 supply types and 11 different supplies for each of those types. This is where bulk supply creation can help. Navigate to the supply type that you want to work with, and on the Supplies panel, click the Manage button. This takes you to the Supply Type Locations page. Let me explain how the information is laid out. At the top of the screen, you can see that we are currently working with the Hefty Contractor Trash Bag 55-gallon supply type. The panel heading shows that the list items are customers in the Calcutta region. You will not see a region if you don't have regions enabled. Next, we have a button that will select categories of items in the list. The highlighted row is where we can perform actions on all the items that are currently selected. And finally, we see the list of customer locations. The workflow to make a change is to choose the location type you want to work with, select the specific items you want to change, make the changes to all locations using the highlighted row, and then change any exceptions if any. For example, if we just created this supply type and we need to add it to all vehicles, we would first change the location type by clicking the blue text in the header and selecting Vehicles. Next, we would use the Select button drop-down to determine if we will select all vehicles, vehicles with an existing supply of this supply type, or vehicles that don't have a supply. Since none of the trucks have this supply type yet, we can leave it as All and click Select. All trucks are now selected and have a green border. Additionally, the toolbar shows the number of trucks selected. You can click on a truck to deselect it if you want. We can now update all the selected trucks simultaneously by clicking the Limit Type drop-down in the toolbar and selecting None, Exact, or Range. These apply to the supply limits we discussed in the video on creating a supply. Keep in mind that a limit type of None is not the same as selecting No Supply. None means that you are creating a supply in that truck, but that you are not specifying how many should be there. For our purposes, we will select Range. You'll notice that there are now save icons next to the name of each truck, indicating that there are unsaved changes. You'll also notice that the toolbar now has a range selector and that each of the trucks update as you update the range values. This is the point in which you can make a specific change to an individual truck. For instance, if we know that truck 1 needs more than other trucks, we can change that truck directly without affecting the others. When you are finished with your changes, click the Save button to keep the changes or reset to discard.